deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready, ready.
Ready. Tight end left. Tight end left. 4 down, 4 down.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Joe Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Here we go. Set. 15 line. 15 line. Game situation.
On 1st and 10, Morgan. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
64. Weak. Check, 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 check. Do.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter. Ready?
Back to throw. Morgan, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. From the gun again to Mixon. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This is Mixon on the draw. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
11 more on that one and another first down. They'll run here at Bernard. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now it's Mixon running right. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Looking to throw. Morgan steps away. Touchdown, Bengals! That touchdown, Charles, the first rushing TD of his rookie year.
I don't know that he's going to be Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson or Josh Allen at this stage of his career, but he's got youth on his side. Those young legs, he put them to good use there, didn't he?
Pull it good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Down.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. Saquon Barkley running right. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bengals 43-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
Ready?
Now Jones. That's complete to Gallman. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Gets us out to Saquon Barkley. The 20! And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
57.
Topper.
Screen. Rock the screen.
Throwing on 1st down. Jones. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, Three things can happen, and two of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. It's no secret that this is a team that's built on passing, but as you always tell me, you have to throw the run in there every now and then to keep that pass sharp.
Yeah, you have to, because otherwise, if they never have to worry about running the football, it is just a controlled sprint to your quarterback, and eventually, you're calling on your backup quarterback.
But they got to do better than that last go-around. They went in the wrong direction. These two teams all tied after one. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. A gain of 3, second down. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Protein spill.
They'll run here with Mixon. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Morgan to throw on third down. He's got his man, Boyd. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Now the Bengals on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw. Morgan. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. He gets this one to Boyd. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 20-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On first down, Mixon. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Looking to throw. Morgan. That's complete. Bernard. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Hey, Haywood!
They'll run with Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Here's Morgan. Going to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Well, I see what they were trying to do there. You pop up your holder, roll them out. You got the option to run or pass. Just didn't work.
Not at all, and the communication was excellent defensively to make sure that receivers were covered as they escaped from the line of scrimmage, because that's supposed to be a surprise to everyone, and that's how they get free. People forget their assignments on defense. That didn't happen. And think about the guy rolling out with the football, looking for an open person, no one there.
Helpless feeling.
Helpless, because that gap between you and defenders now is going to close and close quickly.
A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
That's good for the Giants. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Go!
They'll run with Barkley. Two yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hey, high 7. Ready?
From the gun, Jones. Got a man, Slayton. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 20-yard line.
Giants, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Jones heading up here 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Kill.
General West.
He's coming. Double up.
Rock it. Lead grip.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. A draw play for Mixon, and they see right through that defensively, as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Morgan, he's going to fire one deep. Middle into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Set, ready? 70, Indy. Hey, Echo! Hard! Hard!
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
57 to Mike.
Hey, 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 hey.
Mike. Hey, that QB's trash.
Jones throwing again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Throwing, Jones. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Williams.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Kill. Check. Watch out.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Hey, Charlie.
Now Morgan looking to throw on 2nd down. Rolling to his right. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Set. 10 logo.
Watch tight end. Tight right.
Smooth.
You got 3.
Ready?
To throw is Morgan from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground again here. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Baby, let's go. Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Saquon Barkley. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
On the run, it's Barkley. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Come on, set. HE Gator. You must be dreaming.
Watch twitch. Watch the twitch.
80 weapon.
Check 26. Check.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ready. 60 outlaw. X3. 218. Chopper. They go.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Watch that end, tight end right.
Go.
Makes it 3rd and 11.
Hey, exit. Hit it.
Now Jones on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
57's the mic. Watch 57. I got you.
Big rip.
They'll go to Barkley again, and he'll get a couple here down to the 22. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Watch twist. Undercrush.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
They're trying to show you they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Look at me. Sure, go, now.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd.
And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. The Bengals drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. A quick throw now complete to Ross. So they decline it, and they choose to not give him that down back.
And I think that's the key to everything there. They didn't give up any yardage even on the completed pass. Don't give them an extra down in order to try and pick up a first.
And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on 3rd.
Hey, wahoo! 55, right there in the middle, 55. I got it. 55, 55. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. It's been a long day for you.
Morgan now, operating from the gun. He finds his running back, Mixon. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw 1 deep.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Not today, you are. Not today.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
61, matchbox lights.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get the penalty yardage back exactly, 10 yards. As they'll get it to 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. They find some open field here. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That good for 22 and a 1st down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 4. They'll roll it, and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Barkley fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Hey, check 24, check 24. Go.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a giant 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Kill, turn up.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check 3.
This is Barkley. And an alley to run. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals' 32-yard line.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Back. Get it.
Now Gallman. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Check. Hot. Ready.
They'll run again here with Gallman. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Giants on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Shift! Watch the shift! Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Now it's Barkley. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Rosa's kick is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Hey, let's get in them holes. Hey, no, look at that. Hey, we got Mike 50. Mike 50. Hey! Quiet, team. We're pretty quiet. Hey, check. Mike 50. Mike 50.
Morgan on 1st down. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. DeAndre Baker, the first corner chosen in this year's draft, there to make the play defensively. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Operating for the gun, Morgan. That's caught by Geronimo Allen. Got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Morgan throwing on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50.
Now Morgan to throw again. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Cincinnati.
8-3. 50. Check Mike 50. Watch the run.
Hey, high 7.
To throw is Morgan on 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Morgan now. Going to throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
SOS.
Ready?
On 3rd down, Barkley. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And take it right on the 30. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Checking the NFL scoreboard, they're in the 4th now in Minneapolis. The Vikings opening their lead up to 2 touchdowns now. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
On the ready.
Hey, 50. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. Check that.
6-6. Bullet high. Alpha.
Crash down.
Hey, just 2.
Morgan on 1st down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Intended for John Ross. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
50's the mic. 50's the mic.
Throwing again. Morgan. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Giants, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, it's yet another loss as they've started out now 0-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank all